Hey, welcome to the Wilhelm Way. We are out switching irrigation around. You can see behind me, this is a field that we had fixed and plowed early on, like in May, and plowed up the weeds and stuff. So we are turning the water on it right now because I want to plant it in winter wheat. But it'd be really nice to let this water, if it'll water all the way down, then we'll come in and spray the weeds out of there so the competition's gone as soon as they're little, and then we'll plant right over the top of that. And wheat wants a little firmer seed bed, so the wetter the seed bed is, the better off we are for planting it. But it's kind of experimental. We haven't planted wheat for production in a long time. I've planted a lot of wheat in here back off and on just to let the cows graze or goats, but we would like to raise some wheat here to see if we can make our own bread and stuff we grow. Come on, Johnny. Johnny's out here helping me. He's all soaking wet.
Yep.
Switching water around. But isn't this field looking great behind us? This is one that George and I overseeded in the rain. You can see it's growing really well. A lot of grass coming up, and this field here was horrible. It didn't have very much grass in it, did it, Johnny? And now it's got a lot, and it's growing good. And so hopefully this whole field will be really good and up to par. So there's about an acre right here, that a little over an acre maybe, but anyhow, I'm excited to get this rolling over here to be able to start planting the winter wheat. And that corn, we'll be harvesting that corn in a couple weeks, or silaging it. And
how are we gonna silage with the water right here?
We'll silage it before we plant, hopefully.
Is this gonna be all muddy when we silage that?
No, we'll let it dry. So we'll irrigate this for a week. Those are great questions, Johnny. We'll irrigate this for a week or so, or see how long it takes to get water down there. We may have to adjust this a couple times, I don't know. But it wouldn't be hard to take this pipe system and go to the next one at least halfway down, you know, and see what it would do. But it's an experiment. This is called redneck engineering, because we're going to see how far the water goes, and then that'll tell us what we need to move. If it only goes a certain way and then starts cutting across through the corn patch, we know we can have to reshape things, huh?
Yeah.
So anyways, it's going to be exciting. We've never irrigated this side of the field before, or right here, you know, especially with the flood irrigation. So we'll see how far it goes. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
What do you think?
Water's fun to watch run, but it's hard to get this stuff hooked up with all the pressure having to hook it up while it's on.
Yep.
It sprays you.
Sprays you in the face, doesn't it?
Yep.
But that's how things turn green. And that's what we need for our goats and horses and stuff. And this corn will be all for the goats. If this corn works out like we want, that'll take care of our goats for an entire year. That means all these fields like this, we get to use for horses when we want to. And so the horses will be much happier. This wheat over here, once it comes up and starts establishing it, we'll graze it down with horses and goats probably, you know, in November, and it'll put it to sleep. And then in the spring, this will come up and start going really good, and we can either graze it or we can harvest it. I'd like to harvest it, so I'm excited. This is awesome. And redneck engineering is the Wilhelm way.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Told you. So these guys tell us how you caught a bunny.
He ran in a pipe, and it was one of the big pipes, and we shoved a bunch of little pipes in it until he came out.
Oh, you didn't hurt him, did you?
We
know how
made
to
sure
tell
we
if it's a
didn't
boy or a
crush it.
girl?
How do you tell?
So you got to be able to look at its rear end. You got to hold it
Here, let me grab him.
upside down, like that. Yep. Be careful. Put his feet back to his chest.
Is he like?
No. Let him relax. Put his feet back up that way.
There you
No,
go.
put his feet up like this. like that. Okay. Now, when you do this, where's his bottom? You gotta take it, and when it turns, I can't even see that. Hang on. If it's a slit, see what's going on there? It doesn't look good right there. It's probably got a parasite.
It looks like a girl.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's kind of rounded.
Yeah.
But anyways, you turn her loose, and she'll be your little pet here. And
Can I turn her loose?
yeah,
Only
don't let her
if
bite
I
you.
hold her
It'll hurt if she bites you.
Let me hold her.
You know they have fleas too, right? You know that.
Mhm.
Most of them do. So it's pretty. These cottontails taste really good.
Yeah, he's too little to eat though.
Yeah, they taste really good that size.
She.
Yeah, she'll have babies.
Yep.
We've been raising these over here on our permanent pasture, and there's grain.
Yeah, this one we found her. She was sitting in here eating grain.
All right,
And
let her be.
Turn her loose.
Give her a heart attack.
Okay.
It just wanders off here. It's like, huh. Well, good job, guys. Let's go home.
It's like, okay. They let me go. It's okay.